Thank you, and welcome to our chair, Senator Curry, who's taken the chair today on this auspicious day on International Women's Day, and Fáilte Gonthara Collins as well to join us here today. Minister, today in Ireland, the actual amount of female representation in senior positions at third level is shocking to many. We need change, and this has been proven by the Equality Tribunal in 2014, by the 2016 HEA review of gender inequality, by the Gender Action Plan 2018 to 2020 and the Gender Equality Task Force. Across our 7 universities, only one out of all is a woman. In September 2020, Kirsten May was appointed as interim president in the University of Limerick. In our institutes of technology, many are on their way to technological university status. 2 out of 9 presidents or provosts are women: Dr. Orla Flynn at Galway Mayo IT and Dr. Patricia Mulcahy at IT Carlow. I'm also happy to note that all 3 institutes under the Connacht Ulster Alliance TU have applied for the bronze Athena Swan, and the results are due at the end of March. The Athena Swan is a body, an international body for gender equality, particularly in the STEM areas in our HEIs. And then there was also a recent publication from Professor Pater, Patricia O'Connor in UL, and Dr. Gemma Irvine, Vice President of Equality and Diversity at Maynooth University, which pointed to the fact that an Athena Swan Award, particularly at silver level, is found to be associated with higher ranking on the QS University World Ranking System. However, Athena Swan alone will not increase the number of women in professorships. Former Minister Mary Mitchell O'Connor was proactive and set up the Senior Academic Leadership Initiative, SALI, 45 new female professorships. 20 were allocated in 2019 and 15 more are due to be announced in May of this year. 2 of these are allocated to NUI Galway, 1 to Athlone Institute of Technology, and GMIT has also applied for 2 posts in this year's round. But Minister, how on earth are we going to reach the target of 40% of female professorships by 2024 when we only have 26% right now? Minister, I ask you, we have the women, we have the talent, we have the leadership, and now we need the change. Can I request that HEI performance and equality is linked, as noted, to the HEA block grant, that there is recruitment and support for funding agencies for targeted women in leadership? Thank you.
Thanks, Cathaoirleach. Look, I'd like to thank Senators Dolan and Keoghan for raising this important issue on International Women's Day. While we have made significant progress in recent years, we have a lot more to do. Higher education legislation requires institutions to promote gender balance among students and staff, and for the Higher Education Authority to promote the attainment of equality of opportunity. The 2016 report of the Expert Group on Gender Equality and the 2018 Gender Equality Task Force report encompass a suite of initiatives to bring about sustainable organisational change and to empower a culture of gender equality in all our institutions for all staff, academic and professional, as well as management and support staff at all levels. These initiatives would lead to a more equal system in which a person's gender was not a barrier to career progression. The HEA monitors institutional performance and is included in the performance framework as a key focus. One of the recommendations of the 2018 Gender Equality Task Force's action plan was that a Centre of Excellence for Gender Equality be established. This was established by the HEA in 2019 and now also covers diversity and inclusion. The Centre ensures an acceleration towards gender equality and is a key enabler to ensure sustainable change by providing centralised support to the institutions, sharing of good practice and funding for innovative organisational and cultural change initiatives nationally. In 2019, the Senior Academic Leadership Initiative was launched by the Department to assist in accelerating gender balance at senior levels through the award of 45 gender-targeted senior academic leadership posts over 3 years. In 2020, an annual Gender Equality Enhancement Fund was established by the HEA Centre of Excellence to encourage cross-sectoral collaboration as a means to achieve national transformation. The Centre uses this fund to encourage innovative approaches to addressing gender inequality across the institutions. The Athena Swan Charter is a framework that is used across the globe to support and transform gender equality in higher education and research. Engagement with the Charter is a key pillar of our national strategy for gender equality in higher education. The Charter was launched in Ireland in 2015 with a specific remit to encourage and recognise commitment to advancing the careers of women in higher education. As of the end of 2020, a total of 56 Athena Swan Bronze Awards were held by by Irish higher education institutions, 14 institutions and 42 departmental awards. The Athena Swan Award achievement is a requirement for research funding eligibility from the three main research funding agencies, the Irish Research Council, the Health Research Board and the Science Foundation Ireland. The HEA sets and monitors timelines within the higher education institutes should apply to attain Athena Swan accreditation. In light of these requirements, HEIs stand to lose access to research funding from the IRC, the HRB and Science Foundation Ireland if they do not achieve Athena Swan awards within the set time frame. The IRC is working with the HEA and other research funders on issues of gender equality and the implementation of the Gender Action Plan 2018 to 2020. The Council was among the first research funders globally to gender-blind applicants to its research funding programmes. For assessment panels, the IRC targets gender parity in the composition of such panels at a minimum of no less of 40% of each gender. The Council monitors the gender balance in applications and awards annually. For awards made in 2019, there was a gender parity on applications with female awardees comprising of close to 55% of the total. I can finish later. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Minister, and thank you to Senator Keoghan as well. Minister, the Athena Swan is one thing, but it's not enough. It's not enough. We need to be ensuring that women are coming through, because we have 26% like professorships, but only 30% of applications are coming from women. So in other words, we need to ensure that there's funding there for starting investigators, PhDs, postdocs, increasing it at IRC level, increasing it at SFI, making sure that the centres of excellence that we're funding are bringing through female PIs as well, and not solely excellence. Excellence does exist, we know that. Look at Professor Louise Richardson, that's driving Vice-Chancellor of Oxford University, top 5 in the world. Are you saying that we cannot have the same number of professorships here in Ireland? I don't think so. The excellence is there. We need to support it. We need to make sure that there's a targeted plan to teaching bio to allow women to focus on research. We need to make sure that we're supporting them in terms of peer-reviewed publications, their H-index, participation in EU funding programmes such as Horizon 2020. To become a professor, you need to make sure that you can pull down exchequer and non-exchequer funding. We need to be sure that we're supporting those women to achieve that target. And SFI, I know, has just recently, in a statement of strategy, ensured and targeted that 35% of its award holders would be female, and that is a target we need to achieve. Thank you very much, Minister.
Another minute.
Thanks. Just to finish, in 2016, Science Foundation Ireland launched the SFI Gender Strategy, which provided a comprehensive framework to streamline gender initiatives across all of Science Foundation Ireland's funding programmes, with the overarching aim to improve the gender balance among its award holders. SFI sets a target for gender representation in its portfolio. The original target was 25% female award holders. This target was revised upwards to 30% in 2017 after the original target was reached. As a result, SFI has seen an increase in female award holders in its portfolio of awards from 21% in 2015 to 29% in 2019. I would like to thank the senators for the issues that they have raised, to say that both myself and Minister Harris take these on board very, very seriously. We have, of course, a lot done in this area, and there is more to do. And I also want to take on board the points raised by both senators that we want to avoid having tokenism, and that people also achieve progression by virtue of ability, and that we don't merely get into a gender balancing exercise purely for that purpose only, that people get there on merit also. Thank you.